Hello everyone, good morning. Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to another vlog. It's time for another little work day in my life. Currently 6:50. I am tired. I told myself I was gonna go to bed early last night. Ended up staying up probably until like 12 a.m. reading. So that's on me. That's okay. We're still up early. We're gonna get ready for the day and get productive. But first of all, of course, before getting into work, we're gonna at least wash my face, change out my PJs so that I don't feel like a bum. Should we do some little ASMR taps to get ready? Let's do it. Okay, we're all ready for the day. Didn't do anything crazy, just did some skincare, curled my lashes. My skin isn't like breaking out or doing anything crazy at the moment, so decided a little makeup free day would do the trick. But before getting into work, I do want to change out of my pajamas. It's so annoying because last night I was just wearing a little like Skims boxer set because it was hot in my room. I think yesterday was like in the mid 70s, and so it really warmed up my room because of the sun and everything. But then as soon as I woke up this morning, it's like in the high 40s, so it was so cold. I'm gonna go ahead and get dressed into something warm. I know it's gonna warm up a lot today. It's about to get up to 80, I believe, which is crazy. I want to get something warm right now, so let me grab something real quick. It has been decided. This is what I decided to go with today. For my top, I'm going with this little off-the-shoulder crew neck here from Kendra Scott when I was an ambassador for them. It's just like the prettiest butter yellow. It gives me all the spring vibes, so we're gonna do this. And then for bottoms, like I said, I want to keep it warm at least right now, so we're just gonna do these white flared sweatpants here from Pink, and they have like some spring colors at the bottom, so just giving all the spring vibes. Let's get dressed. Here is the outfit, but I do want to style her up a little bit with some earrings. We're just going to do my little baby hoops here from House of Harlow. And there we go. We're ready to take on my day. I'm going to go ahead and make my bed real quick, and then we're going to get sat down and all ready for work. I don't think I have anything too crazy going on today. I'm not entirely sure even if I have any meetings on the calendar. Okay, looks like I have 2 meetings on the calendar. We're going to do my influencer team touch base today at 10 a.m. and then I have a one-on-one with my manager a little bit later. So excited to see my girls today, but let's go ahead, get my day started, and I'll talk with you all very soon. A few hours later, I'm clocked out for lunch, well, my breakfast, and it's time to make some food. I am starving. Sometimes when I work, I either like bring my laptop over and work from bed, or I get ready early in the morning and then like sit at my desk and do work. Today was obviously one of those desk days, and because of that, I feel like since my body is like moving, I get hungrier earlier, and so I've been hungry for the last few hours, but right now we're finally gonna feed my body. I'm currently heating up a hash brown in the air fryer. So that means we're gonna have some eggs, hash brown, and sausage. I actually bought these a few days ago. I've never tried them before. These are the Trader Joe's chicken breakfast sausage patties. They look very similar to the ones my family usually buys. I was already at Trader Joe's, so I was like, might as well get these. 13 grams of protein in 1 serving, so that's amazing. I'm gonna throw these in a little bit. I'm gonna get this like 4 more minutes, and then we'll put this in. In the meantime, of course, we're gonna cook up my eggs. Oh my gosh, also, I feel like I can finally actually talk because usually in the morning when I wake up at like 6, my brain is just like not in the state to talk. And so I feel like I was tripping over my words all morning long talking to you guys, so I can finally like form coherent sentences. But work has been pretty good. It's been kind of laid back. Today we actually just posted our launch day post for our newest flavor, Sherbet Swirl. You guys, I am so excited to try this flavor out. I don't have it yet. I eventually have to go look in the store for it because it's a flavor I'm just like eager to try like tomorrow. Like I need her at my doorstep now. Growing up, I would always get Sherbet Swirl at the ice cream parlor whenever we went. I feel like I knew nothing other than getting this one flavor. And so it's so nostalgic seeing getting it like in energy drink form at Alani. Like the lime orange strawberry combo will do it for me every single time. So I cannot wait. But we posted that today. In the meantime, I was just doing a bunch of TikTok influencer sourcing, finding a bunch of new creators to send packages to, doing like my early morning tasks and everything, the usual. It was nothing too crazy. After work though, I finally can go back to my weekly tasks that we took a little pause on, sending messages to influencers for packages. So that's what a bulk of my day will be after lunch. But for now, I'm not gonna think about work. We're gonna take this 30 minutes to chill, relax, unwind. I went ahead, cracked my eggs into the bowl, and I add some seasonings. Of course, I just did some salt, pepper, and then a little bit of garlic powder. Iconic trio, you can't really beat it, to be honest. Quickly, I'm gonna put my little sausage patties in here. Get this open. Oh, these are kind of huge. These are bigger than like the Jimmy Dean ones, I think are the ones my family would usually get. And I feel like those are more calories than this. Okay, Trader Joe's, I see what you're doing. Go ahead and lower the temperature on this. But anyways, oil up my pan. Like I was saying earlier this morning, I have been just like binging my book. Like I said earlier this morning, I was on a kick last night with my book, you guys. It was getting so good. Low-key so spicy, but like in the best way possible. It wasn't anything like too crazy. It was just so cute, so good. I'm so excited for these characters' journeys. Seriously, I'm like 70% in, I think now. So we're trucking along. Oh, I guess I should say the title of the book before I like keep going into it. I'm currently reading First Time Caller. I'm not sure what the author's name is, but I think it's kind of like a popular little book going around at the moment. I'm gonna flip my sausages. Basically, it's kind of like a radio show host trying to find love for this one girl. You'll see what happens in the book. I feel like you could assume the two main characters fall in love. We'll see. But anyways, at first when I was reading, like I was super into it for the first like few chapters, and then I kind of got a little bored with it just because I was like, okay, well, like nothing's really progressing. I feel like there's like not communication happening here between these main characters when like clearly there's some sort of chemistry going on. I think also what might have fallen to that is that I've kind of been reading this book really slowly, and so the fact that I actually like went through and read a bulk of it last night, that's probably also what makes me more excited about it, because like I read so much. But yeah, I'm really into it now. I think as of right now, it's probably gonna be a 4-star. Like I said, really enjoyed it, but the beginning was a little bit slow. But that's okay. Like a book can always pick up and change my mind. So I'm really excited to just keep reading. I'm probably gonna read a little bit more after work. I can't wait. In other news, because I fear I forgot to mention this, especially because like 2 weeks straight, I was kind of talking about Sabrina Carpenter super consistently with like my journey to trying to get to her like second leg of the tour here in America. But the plot thickens because shortly after I ended up buying my tickets for the show in LA, which if you guys don't remember my previous video, I had originally bought tickets for New York, but like the plans kind of fell through, and so I resold those, bought some tickets for LA with that money, and so like that was the plan. Okay, well, a few days after that, she actually announced that she was gonna be headlining Lollapalooza in Chicago. Last year, I actually bought tickets for Coachella of this year, which is kind of insane because literally this weekend, I would have been going to Coachella. It was really soon, and then I also have something super exciting coming up next week, so like regardless, I'm glad it kind of worked out this way. Here's my little breakfast before I chop it all up. And so because my sister and I bought tickets for Coachella but didn't love the lineup, we ended up reselling those tickets. But my sister was like, I really want to go to another festival this year. Let's kind of watch the lineup, see if anyone's super good and we want to go see them. I was kind of hesitant just because like festivals could come out to be such an expensive experience. I think first of all, like the ticket is usually around like $300 to $600. And then obviously it's the stay, it's the travel. I think Coachella is a little bit easier sometimes in terms of travel because it's just in Southern California. And so usually we can just drive there. But for like any other festival, we gotta fly there, baby. And we gotta find a place to stay. And so I was kind of hesitant, but I was like, you know what? Like if I see something, like we'll just keep each other in the loop. And so when we saw the Lollapalooza Chicago lineup drop, and Lollapalooza is also something I've always wanted to go to, girl, we locked in and we ended up buying tickets for the entire weekend because actually crazy enough, also headlining besides Sabrina Carpenter, we got Miss Olivia Rodrigo, another person I stand very heavily. I saw her last year twice. We had Tyler the Creator, which my sister is obsessed with, and she didn't actually go to his tour this time around. So like, okay, people, we stand going. And so there was just like, too many amazing headliners to basically miss this opportunity. And so we ended up getting tickets. Because of that, it's up in the the air on if I'm gonna be able to go to the Sabrina LA show. My plan, I think initially was kind of just to sell those tickets, but because I bought them resold, I don't know how easy it's gonna be to sell them if I end up getting those tickets like a week before the concert. You know what I mean? So TBD, may or may not go to the show in LA, but I for sure am going to Lollapalooza. I'm so excited. I'm a little bit nervous because it's a 4-day festival, so I know I'm gonna be tired, but I'm so excited to see literally like my pop girlies in one weekend. It's gonna be insane. We ended up getting our hotel, we got our flights last week, so we're pretty much set up and ready to go, and I'm so excited. We'll definitely bring you guys along for that experience, don't you worry. I've never been to Chicago before either, so very fun stuff happening. The bowl is constructed. I'm gonna go ahead and put some ketchup on it. I think we're out of like our ketchup bottle, so I'm just gonna use this little like ketchup packet. Amazing. Love me a little scramble bowl. Here she is. Yum, yum, yum. You guys, I'm so excited. Let's try her. Yum. I love these little sausages. They're so good. All right. I'm going to go ahead, munch up on my little bowl, and then we'll get back to work. And I'll talk to you guys later. You guys, I'm officially off of work now. Well, I have been off of work for like the last 20 minutes, but I've been just chilling in bed because I am pooped after this work day. Started off very chill, nothing too crazy happening in the first half, and then the last half I got like a spontaneous little like bigger task that I had to get done by the end of the day. So I cranked it all out while also doing my 10K steps on my walking pad because tonight actually I'm not going to Zumba, even though it's a Wednesday and typically I would go today. With a mix of that plus walking, I am just like drained low-key, but I'm sure going outside very, very soon will help. Speaking of, usually I bring you guys along with me for a day of my life and I have something going on after work. Usually a workout class, either like Pilates or Zumba. Like I said, today I would usually have Zumba, but tonight I'm actually gonna do something a little bit different. We're gonna go to my brother's baseball game tonight. Super excited. I haven't seen him play since, I feel like maybe he was like in 5th or 6th grade. He's in 8th grade now, so it's been a little while and I'm excited to see him out there. It's gonna be a little hot though, so definitely wanna switch out of this outfit, which I'm gonna do right now. So we're gonna go do that and probably honestly come back and have a really chill evening. Today is definitely a lot of a chiller day. My mom is currently on the way actually with some Costco pizza, some salads. So we're gonna eat that before we head out in about an hour. In the meantime, I do wanna get ready for that event. I think I wanna pull my hair back or at least style it in some sort of way because like I said, it's pretty hot today. It's going up to 80. It hasn't been this hot in a while. Definitely wanna stay cool. I think we're gonna do some braids because I think I want to wear a hat since it's obviously sunny out as well. For my hat, I think we're gonna do this little red hat right here. We're also gonna do a pair of shorts to keep cool. We're gonna do these, I think, and then a white t-shirt. Let's go to my bathroom. Let's get dressed before we do anything else. Like I said, I'm just gonna do some denim shorts. These right here from American Eagle. I actually haven't worn these in a hot minute, so I'm really hoping they still fit. If not, we have other options. There we go. These are gonna do the trick for sure. I've not worn shorts in so long, my goodness. We're gonna throw on this white t-shirt here from Hollister. Very, very simple. Before I throw my hat on, I do want to put my hair into some braids so I can just get it, I guess not necessarily out of my face since it's kind of in my face, but like just get it tied into something. Okay, while I braid my hair, I want to give you guys some exciting news. I feel like kind of a milestone in my life. I wasn't really gonna talk about it, but I feel like it's just like on my brain right now and I am just too excited to not talk about it. But I'm actually gonna be taking my first ever work trip next week. I am so excited. This is my first ever corporate girl work trip. I honestly have been waiting for this moment for months. They're actually flying us out to the Alani headquarters in Louisville, Kentucky, and I'm gonna be able to meet all of my coworkers, meet a lot of the Celsius team since we just got acquired under them, and honestly just like see what it's like to live a day in the life of a corporate girl that goes into the office, since as you know, obviously I do work from home. Even though I've been working at Alani, including my internship, for over a year now, I've never met any of them in person. And so I'm so excited, but also kind of so nervous. But genuinely, even just like online, these are some of the sweetest girls I've ever met. And so I'm so excited to finally be able to like hug them, talk to them. I don't know, it's gonna be so surreal. I was even talking to my manager today on our one-on-one, and me and my coworker who haven't met the team as a whole are honestly low-key gonna feel like we're meeting celebrities. We're gonna feel so starstruck just because we've never obviously seen any of these people in person before. I can't wait to also bring you guys along with me. I'm not exactly sure what the format of that video is gonna be just yet, just because honestly I do want to soak in as much time as possible with my coworkers, and I would feel a little awkward taco bringing my camera out and about when this is the first time ever meeting them. So I think I'm gonna probably film like the trip on the way there, and then probably like talk to you guys in the hotel room because we got hotels and I'm so excited. Like my flight booked, getting my hotel reservation under the company makes me feel like such a girl boss, like an actual full-time worker. Like I don't know, I'm just genuinely so stoked and can't wait to bring you guys along with me, even just like for the memes and everything. And so it's kind of like what I have coming up that I'm genuinely so excited for. We're gonna do a lot more to prep for that trip in my next video, so stay tuned for that. Hair is all braided. I feel like a milkmaid anytime I do my hair like this. I'm now gonna finish it all off. This hat right here, just so that I don't have any of the sun in my face. I feel like I'm missing something. I feel like I need a little bit of jewelry. Let me grab something. Okay, just for fun, because I feel like my outfit is so basic as is, we're gonna throw on my little charm necklace. I feel like it really adds to the outfit. How cute. I also want to put some lotion on. Just because my legs are a little ashy, we're gonna go in with a little bit of the Sol de Janeiro Bum Bum Cream. Love this stuff. They were so kind to actually send over a package a few weeks ago with 3 different sizes of the Bum Bum Cream. Literally insane. I'm so grateful. I love their brand so much. And then we're gonna top it off with some of the matching scent. This is Sol de Janeiro number 62. Just a little bit, nothing too crazy. A tiny bit of lip balm, of course, my Ole Henriksen lip balm. And there's the look. Let me show you guys my mirror. This is what we're going with. For shoes, I think I'm gonna throw on my Sambas. I feel like that would be cute. And that's pretty much it. Actually, also time change. My mom called while I was getting ready right now, and it looks like we're gonna have to head to the game early. So we have to leave in about 5 minutes. So we're not gonna have time to eat right now, but we'll eat when we're back. That being said, let's go ahead, head downstairs, head out. I think just for like the dead time during the game, I'm gonna bring my Kindle so we can do a little bit of reading. And then of course, my water to stay hydrated out there. But let's head out and have a good game. Put you guys in the same exact spot probably like 5 times today already, but I'm back home now from the baseball game. It was actually really fun to go see him play. Unfortunately his team lost, but that's okay. There's room for redemption in the other games coming ahead. But we got home at like 8, we had some dinner. I honestly was feeling like so famished. I had some protein chips during the baseball game, which I've never tried before. I think my sister loves those, but I never got around to trying them. But I ate something like definitely hold me over until 8 since I had a little lunch at like 2, and so it had been a few hours. So I scarfed down some salad, scarfed down a slice of pizza, and I have. And now I'm getting ready for bed. I am feeling so tired for some reason. I know I mentioned this to you guys earlier. I think just a mix of like walking 4 miles on my walking pad and then being out in the sun for a while. It's just like tiring this girl out. And I actually went to my mom's room after we had dinner because I'm going to a wedding next week with my dad, and she had some dresses that she wanted to try on for that. And literally I was like falling asleep as I was laying on her bed. So we're gonna get ready for bed, get cozied up, and really just wind down for the night. So in that case, let's get ready for bed. Face wash. Serum time. Also, sorry if you can hear my air purifier going on in the background. I have my door open because my room got really warm since the sun was like beating so hard. But because of that, like I don't want the pollen in the air coming into my room, and so I have my air purifier going on so I can just like circulate the air because allergy season is tough. A few weeks ago I was dying. I had a week straight of like not sleeping well at all. I would wake up multiple times a night because my throat was super itchy, and so I was like, you know what, I have to invest in an air purifier. I've been sleeping like a baby every single night since then. I'm so glad I got it. I'll just pop an allergy medicine at night and in the morning, and then I'm usually good to go. Like today I feel like I probably would have been dying from allergies, obviously being outside, but because I've kind of stuck to my regimen, we've been okay. Face is washed. Last little step that I have to do here is go in with my Grande lash. I'm gonna get you guys this way. Basically with this, you're gonna draw it onto the lash line as you would eyeliner, and then you just let it dry for a minute or so. But there is my little nighttime routine all said and done. I already changed my PJ shorts because my jean shorts are just so uncomfortable. I think regardless of like if they fit a little bit tighter or looser, just the feeling of like denim shorts specifically in like the middle area, it just gets so uncomfortable after sitting for a while. So changed to some comfy ones, feeling 10 times better. I'm gonna also put on just a crew neck to sleep in tonight because even though it's hot right now, I'm gonna regret it so bad in the morning if I don't already have this on. Literally feeling all of the spring vibes in this like lime green sweater. Oh, this makes me want sherbet swirl so much more. Like that, Alani, I am coming for you eventually. Like I need it so bad. What I need to do right now is de-energize myself. So let's hop into bed and get ready to read the night away. We're in bed now and it's time for my little Kindle reading catch up. During the game, I was able to get like a few pages in of chapter 24 of the book, but besides that, I was just like watching the game and like watching my brother out there, and so I didn't get too far in. But I'm super excited to continue tonight. It seems like they kind of introduced this potential romantic interest a few chapters before this, but I think they're trying to bring him back in and potentially have it be something that maybe cause like a rift between the female main character and the male main character. So I'm excited to see kind of how that plot thickens. I hope there isn't like miscommunication or anything, but super excited to see what happens. I feel like kind of this little romance that we have going on here kind of reminds me of Abbott Elementary, which is actually so funny because I'm watching that right now. I genuinely didn't think I would ever really get into it just because it's been out for a little while, and I'm kind of picky with like my sitcoms. Would you consider it a sitcom? Not too sure. I feel like there's a certain word for these sort of shows where it's kind of like a reality show, but it's not. Kind of like Superstore or The Office. It's one of those type of shows where they have like little interview segments during it. Like I love Superstore. I love The Office. Try to get into Parks and Rec. I really couldn't. As soon as I started watching Abbott, I literally fell in love. That show literally makes me giggle. I'm sure if you watch the show, you can kind of assume who is in this sort of like romantic interest, push forward and like pull back a lot during the show. Janine and Gregory, like literally, I think I'm almost done with season 2, even though I literally started, I think, on Monday. They're for sure endgame, but like obviously since they want to keep the show going for a little while, like they're having the slowest burn ever, but there's also little moments in there where I'm like, like it just makes me so happy. And so I feel like that kind of also reminds me of this book because I feel like they're aware of the interests that they have for each other, but I think in their minds they're also like, okay, well this can't really work, or at least I feel like it isn't gonna work. And so I think that's kind of where we're at with this book right now. So whenever there is those moments where like it has me giggling, kicking my feet, like I am literally such a happy girly. Since I'm watching that and like reading this, I feel like they have so many similarities in that aspect. All in all, I am so excited to keep reading. Genuinely, I feel like I'll finish by this weekend. That being said, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up my video right here so I can kick back and get to reading. Thank you all so much for watching this week's video. I know it's a little bit of a slower vlog, but I also want to show you guys the reality of life sometimes when like I don't have a super busy schedule right after work, because I feel like typically I do, and that's what I'm showing you guys. That's like the reality of those off days. Thank you all for watching. Stay tuned for some really exciting stuff to come. I'm so excited to bring you guys along with me for the prep of my work trip, I just feel like it's gonna be such a little fun time capsule to have here on this channel, and also just like a fun moment to share with you guys. But I love you all so much, and I can't wait to see you all in my next video. Bye, you guys.